Hi, my name is Elisa Stebbing, and I'm the Outreach Director at Trinity Episcopal Church in the Woodlands, Texas. And today I am going to talk to you about the Gospel reading on the third Sunday of Easter. In particular, the Gospel of John, chapter 21, verses 1 through 19. This story in the Gospels is one of my favorite, so I'm very happy to share it with you today. The disciples are back in a boat, fishing. What else would you do after you had followed a man for 3 years, given up your livelihood, given up your families for a while, given up your friends, your community, and everything that you had known to traipse around the country with a guy that you believed was bringing in something new, something you wanted to be a part of, bringing about possibly a revolution, bringing God back into their world? And yet it didn't really go the way they thought it would. They were discouraged, they were defeated. And now here they are with what do we do? Our leader is gone. Our leader has been crucified, and he's not here anymore. So they go back to what they had been doing when they met Jesus. They pick up where they left off. And they're fishing in this boat. Now, I don't know about you, but when I have really discouraging times in my life and I feel that God has been vacant and that Jesus has left me, going to work and having a really discouraging, non-profitable time of it, not getting paid, would have just been even further discouragement. And I would have been really down about that. So here they are, the sun has come up, and they've caught nothing. They have nothing to feed their families. They've just been left kind of high and dry. And yet there's this guy on the beach. They were only 100 yards from the shore. And he tells them, hey, why don't you try throwing your nets on the other side of the boat? Like they hadn't thought about that before. But they do. They put the nets again on the other side of the boat thinking, hey, why not? We've not caught anything. Maybe he's seen something we haven't seen. And they get the mother lode. And the disciple that Jesus loved, whom we think to be John, immediately thought, this feels familiar. I know what this is. And it's the Lord. He knew it was God. He knew it was Jesus. And Peter, just his hot-headedness and his impulsiveness, which is in this case such a blessing to him, he throws on his clothes. He cannot wait for that boat to get to the shore, even though it's only 100 yards off, and he throws himself in the water and he swims to shore. He takes the fastest, most direct path back to Jesus that he can find to get to his God. And when he gets to that shore, there's no, all right, you got some splaining to do, Jesus. You need to tell me what's been going on. Where have you been? How could you do this to us? There's none of that. It is just an all-out haul into the arms of Jesus as fast as he can. He wants to be with his God. And then the rest of the disciples bring in the fish, which will feed them all and their families for a very long time. And what does Jesus do for them? Does he discuss with them, okay, look, we got to talk about this denying thing, and where were you guys in the gardening? And, when I was on that cross, whose faces did I see? There was no blame, there was no shame, there was no reprimand, there was no discipline, judgment. It was just, hey guys, want to have some breakfast?